Join me as I dive into the incredible story of a 60-year-old woman who becomes a mom with a much younger partner. Can love really conquer age? Susan had always lived her life by the book. A retired teacher, a dedicated mother of three, and a woman who had always put her family before herself. She spent years shaping young minds in the classroom while also ensuring her own children had everything they needed to succeed. But after her youngest child left for college, Susan felt something she had never truly experienced before, a deep and unsettling loneliness. For the first time in her life, she had no one depending on her, no one to wake up early for, and no one to prepare meals for. The house that was once filled with laughter, chatter, and the constant movement of her children was now eerily quiet. She spent her days tending to her small garden, reading novels, and scrolling through social media, but none of it filled the void she felt. That was when Alex entered her life, a 25-year-old artist, full of life and ambition, who had been hired to paint Susan's front porch. Initially, Susan had barely paid attention to him. He was just another worker coming in and out of her house to complete a task. But one afternoon, as she brought him a glass of lemonade, they struck up a conversation. What started as small talk about the color of the paint soon turned into deeper discussions about life, dreams, and passions. Susan was surprised at how easily their conversations flowed. Alex had a perspective on life that was refreshing, unburdened by societal pressures. He didn't judge Susan for her age. Instead, he admired her wisdom and the experiences she shared. For the first time in years, Susan felt truly seen and heard. She hadn't realized how much she missed meaningful conversations, the feeling of being understood, and, most importantly, being desired as a woman rather than just a mother. As days turned into weeks, Susan and Alex found themselves spending more and more time together. What started as casual conversations turned into late-night talks over cups of tea. They discovered shared interests, both loved art, literature, and the idea of traveling the world. Susan found herself laughing again, feeling butterflies in her stomach, something she hadn't felt in decades. She was falling for Alex, but could she allow herself to? Society had conditioned her to believe that love had an expiration date, that relationships had to follow a certain age bracket to be acceptable. But Alex didn't seem to care about any of that. He pursued her with a sincerity that was both terrifying and exhilarating. When they finally admitted their feelings for each other, the world around them was not as understanding. Friends questioned her. Children raised their eyebrows, and even Susan herself had moments of doubt. What could a young, vibrant man possibly see in me? She often thought. But Alex reassured her time and again that his love was genuine, that he wasn't looking for someone his age. He was looking for someone who made him happy. As time passed, their bond deepened, and Susan allowed herself to embrace the love she had been given. They started making plans, talking about their future, and even discussing the possibility of marriage. But there was one thing Susan had never considered: motherhood. She had already raised her children, and at 60, the idea of starting over seemed impossible. Until fate intervened. One evening, Susan wasn't feeling like herself. She had been experiencing unexplained fatigue, nausea, and dizziness. Assuming it was menopause, she brushed it off. But as the symptoms persisted, she decided to see a doctor, never expecting the news she would receive. She was pregnant. The words felt surreal, impossible even. How could she, at 60 years old, be carrying a child? The news sent shockwaves through her social circle. Doctors warned her of the risks. Friends whispered their concerns, and her children were baffled. Many called it irresponsible, while others called it a miracle. Alex, however, embraced the news with open arms. He saw this as a blessing, a chance to start a family with the woman he loved. While Susan battled fear and doubt, Alex remained unwavering in his support, reassuring her that they would face this journey together. The months that followed were anything but easy. Susan's pregnancy was high risk, requiring constant medical supervision. She experienced exhaustion like never before, and the judgment from others weighed heavily on her. Strangers gave her disapproving looks. Acquaintances asked intrusive questions, and even medical professionals doubted her ability to carry the baby to term. But through it all, Alex never wavered. He attended every doctor's appointment, researched the best prenatal care for older mothers, and stood by her side with unwavering faith. The couple faced their fair share of arguments. Susan feared she was being selfish, worried about how long she would be around to raise her child. Alex, on the other hand, refused to let those fears dictate their happiness. He believed that love wasn't measured by time, but by the quality of moments shared. As the due date approached, Susan felt a mix of emotions: excitement, fear, and overwhelming love for the life she was about to bring into the world. And then, one fateful night, after hours of labor, she gave birth to a healthy baby boy. Holding her son in her arms, she knew that despite all the obstacles, she had made the right choice. Motherhood at 60 was not easy. The sleepless nights felt even longer, and the exhaustion hit harder. But Susan also found immeasurable joy in the tiny fingers wrapped around hers, the soft coos of her baby, and the unwavering love in Alex's eyes. They had defied the odds, proving that love and family were not dictated by age, but by the depth of connection shared. Over time, their little family thrived. Susan found new energy in raising her son, and Alex proved to be a devoted father. They faced challenges, yes, but they also built a home filled with love, laughter, and adventure. Society may have questioned them, but Susan and Alex knew one thing for certain: love is timeless. It does not adhere to rules, expectations, or limitations. It is found in the quiet moments, the sacrifices, the unwavering support, and the courage to embrace the unexpected. So what do you think about this incredible story? Do you believe that love can truly conquer age? Let's start a conversation in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like this video to support the channel, and don't forget to subscribe for more deeply engaging and inspiring content like this. Want more stories like this? Check out this next video. She outsmarted her evil stepmother. You won't want to miss it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.